built a heavy iron wall around my fragile core. I threw away the heavy keys and locked the heavy door. I was a solitary man who didn't want to feel, protecting everything I had behind a shield of steel. But you bypassed the barricades without a single sound and walked into the center of my heavy underground. You didn't break the fortress, you just melted it away and brought the golden sunlight to my solitary day. You exist inside my heart, a permanent resident, a beautiful reality that heaven must have sent. I carry your reflection everywhere I have to go, the most magnificent affection that a man could know. No distance and no shadow could ever tear us apart, because undeniably you exist inside my heart. I feel your gentle spirit beating right beneath my chest, a deeply woven tapestry where I can finally rest. The blood inside my veins is rushing to a brand new beat, beautifully synchronized and wonderfully sweet. But you bypassed the barricades without a single sound and walked into the center of my heavy underground. You didn't break the fortress, you just melted it away and brought the golden sunlight to my solitary day. You exist inside my heart, a permanent resident, a beautiful reality that heaven must have sent. I carry your reflection everywhere I have to go, the most magnificent affection that a man could know. No distance and no shadow could ever tear us apart, because undeniably you exist inside my that makes my body whole, right inside my heavy heart. Thought that romance was a game other people played, a temporary shelter, resting in the fading shade. I wandered through the empty years without a guiding star, a man who was accustomed to remaining very far. I wasn't looking for rescue or a saving hand. I was completely satisfied to walk the barren land. But destiny had written out a totally different plan to resurrect the spirit of this lonely, tired man. Love found me in you, beautiful surprise, a sudden revelation, looking deeply in your eyes. I wasn't even searching when the miracle arrived, and suddenly I realized how much I had survived. The heavy chains are broken and the sky is turning blue. Totally awakened man, love found me in you. The empty rooms inside my mind are filling up with light. You chased away the demons of the endless bitter night. I stand up as a champion because of what you bring, the most incredible and absolutely perfect thing. I wasn't looking for rescue or a saving hand. I was completely satisfied to walk the barren land. But destiny had written out a totally different plan to resurrect the spirit of this lonely, tired man. Love found me in you, a beautiful surprise, a sudden revelation, looking deeply in your eyes. I wasn't even searching when the miracle arrived, and suddenly I realized how much I had survived. The heavy chains are broken and the sky is turning blue. A totally awakened man, love found me in you. Destination that I didn't know I sought, the most magnificent reality that I was ever taught. It found me in you. The world is constantly demanding that I speak my mind, a frantic rushing energy that leaves the peace behind. They wanna know the secrets of the things that make me whole, but I am fiercely guarding the center of my soul. I don't need to broadcast every feeling that I get. I don't need the validation of the internet. A man protects his treasure in the quiet of the night, away from all the heavy glare and artificial lights. I keep you in my silence where the noise can never reach. A beautiful and solitary walk upon the beach. I don't have to shout your name to know that it is real. The quietest devotion is the deepest thing I feel. Let the city scream and let the heavy sirens wail. I keep you in my silence where our love will never fail. I sit inside the quiet room and let the hours pass and watch the shadows moving on the heavy window glass. The absence of the static is a symphony of grace where I can clearly visualize the beauty of your face. I don't need to broadcast every feeling that I get. I don't need the validation of the internet. A man protects his treasure in the quiet of the night, away from all the heavy glare and artificial light. I keep you in my silence where the noise can never reach. A beautiful and solitary walk upon the beach. I don't have to shout your name to know that it is real. The quietest devotion is the deepest thing I feel. Let the city scream and let the heavy sirens wail. I keep you in my silence where our love will never fail. Protector of your heart, a totally magnificent and deeply silent art. In the quiet, I keep you. Carried heavy battle scars beneath my tailored clothes, a history of sorrow that only heaven knows. I walked with a heavy limp inside my broken mind, convinced that I would never leave the tragedy behind. But you didn't see the damage, you only saw the man. You approached my heavy ruins with a gentle, steady hand. You poured your sweet affection over every jagged edge and pulled me from the terrifying darkness of the ledge. Your love feels like healing, a beautiful repair, a total restoration, breathing in the clearest air. The bandages are falling and the wounds are closing up. You poured the greatest medicine directly in my cup. I am a resurrected soul, completely whole and free. Your love feels like healing, washing over me. Bitter memories are fading, turning into dust, replaced by an incredible and absolute trust. I don't wake up in the midnight absolutely terrified, because you are sleeping softly right here by my side. But you didn't see the damage, you only saw the man. You approached my heavy ruins with a gentle, steady hand. You poured your sweet affection over every jagged edge and pulled me from the terrifying darkness of the ledge. Your love feels like healing, a beautiful repair, a total restoration, breathing in the clearest air. The bandages are falling and the wounds are closing up. You poured the greatest medicine directly in my cup. I am a resurrected soul, completely whole and free. Your love feels like healing, washing over me. In your hand, we started as a whisper in a very crowded room, a tiny little spark inside the heavy, heavy gloom. A random intersection on a Tuesday afternoon, beneath the quiet watching of a silver heavy moon. spark became a fire, and the fire became a sun. And suddenly the transformation fully had begun. We stepped across the border of the ordinary days and walked into the center of a brilliant golden blaze. We became something eternal, outliving all the years. We conquered the mechanics of the heavy human fears. The flesh is just a vessel for a love that never dies, a beautiful phenomenon reflected in your eyes. The history books will crumble and the monuments will fall, but we became something eternal, standing through it all. I look at the horizon and I see our heavy light, a totally magnificent and deeply piercing sight. A man who finds his permanence is never going to run. I'm standing here beside you in the center of the sun. But the spark became a fire, and the fire became a sun. And suddenly the transformation fully had begun. We stepped across the border of the ordinary days and walked into the center of a brilliant golden blaze. We became something eternal, outliving all the years. We conquered the mechanics of the heavy human fears. The flesh is just a vessel for a love that never dies, a beautiful phenomenon reflected in your eyes. The history books will crumble and the monuments will fall, but we became something eternal, standing through it We are etched into the fabric of the universe itself. We are not a dusty volume sitting on a heavy shelf. I pledge my absolute devotion far beyond the end, my totally eternal lover and my deeply perfect friend. Something eternal, you and me. I didn't see the heavens parting open in the sky. I didn't see the heavy angels suddenly fly by. There were no flashing lights or any trumpets blowing loud when you stepped out softly from the middle of the crowd. The greatest kind of magic doesn't need a grand display. It operates entirely in a subtle, quiet way. I was a skeptic walking on a very broken road, until you gently lifted off my heavy, bitter load. You are my quiet miracle, a wonder to behold, the most beautiful story that has ever yet been told. You changed my heavy universe without a single shout, and erased the massive shadow of my deeply heavy doubt. I look at you in awe as the evening shadows fall. You are my quiet miracle, the greatest of them all. You turn the heavy water into sweetest kind of wine by simply placing your soft and gentle hand in mine. A man doesn't need a burning bush to understand the grace. He only needs to look upon the beauty of your face. The greatest kind of magic doesn't need a grand display. It operates entirely in a subtle, quiet way. I was a skeptic walking on a very broken road, until you gently lifted off my heavy, bitter load. You are my quiet miracle, a wonder to behold, the most beautiful story that has ever yet been told. You changed my heavy universe without a single shout, and erased the massive shadow of my deeply heavy doubt. I look at you in awe as the evening shadows fall. You are my quiet miracle, the greatest of them all. The stars above for the unbelievable miracle of your quiet love. My miracle, so quiet. I was a dormant seed buried deep beneath the snow, a frozen heavy heart that didn't know which way to go. I accepted the darkness and the absolute cold, the story of a winter that was very often told. But you were the sunrise cresting over the hill, a brilliant golden energy that made my spirit thrill. You melted all the ice You warmed the heavy earth and gave this weary man a deeply beautiful rebirth. In your light I bloom, reaching upward to the sky. I leave the heavy darkness and the winter all behind. The colors of my soul are entirely on display, because you brought the glory of the beautiful new day. I am flourishing entirely inside your golden room, a resurrected spirit in your light. I absolutely bloom. The petals of my confidence are opening up wide. I don't have a single reason to ever try to hide. A man who finds the sunshine will never want the shade. I am standing in the perfect atmosphere that we have made. But you are the sunrise cresting over the hill, a brilliant golden energy that made my spirit thrill. You melted all the ice and you warmed the heavy earth and gave this weary man a deeply beautiful rebirth. In your light I bloom, reaching upward to the sky. I leave the heavy darkness and the winter all behind. The colors of my soul are entirely on display, because you brought the glory of the beautiful new day. I am flourishing entirely inside your golden room, a resurrected spirit in your light. I absolutely bloom. Let the other seasons pass, I will remain in spring. I am totally captivated by the warmth you bring. I will be the vibrant masterpiece you cultivated here, a deeply devoted man without a single heavy fear, reaching up, I bloom. The compass wants to point me to the north and to the south. The promises are falling from the weary traveler's mouth. The world is always trying to compel a man to roam, to leave behind the quiet and the safety of his home. But I have disconnected all the engines in my mind. I have completely left the heavy wanderlust behind. I threw the maps away and I burned the heavy sails. With the heaviest of nails, my heart stays where you are. It is never going to move. I am deeply settled in this beautiful and heavy groove. Let the hurricanes blow and let the heavy oceans rise. My absolute coordinates are resting in your eyes. I am an anchored man, completely tied to your bright star. No matter what happens, my heart stays where you are. The temptation of the distance is entirely erased. I have found the absolute in the most perfect place. Why would a thirsty man walk away from the deep well? I am comfortably living right inside your heavy spell. But I have disconnected all the engines in my mind. I have completely left the heavy wanderlust behind. I threw the maps away and I burned the heavy sails. I am locking down my spirit with the heaviest of nails. My heart stays where you are. It is never going to move. I am deeply settled in this beautiful and heavy groove. Let the hurricanes blow and let the heavy oceans rise. My absolute coordinates are resting in your eyes. I am an anchored man, completely tied to your bright star. No matter what happens, my heart stays where you face, my permanent residency in this holy place. Right here, it stays. There is a heavy rhythm in the silence of the room, a beautiful machinery that chases out the gloom, the rising and the falling of our chests in the dark, the absolutely vital and the deeply holy spark. We don't need a pen to write the heavy poetry. It is naturally flowing between you and me, a biological and absolutely perfect art, the unconscious rhythm of the heavy human heart. We have a love written in our breathing deeply and so clear, the most incredible language that I ever get to hear. Inhaling your promise we will keep. I synchronize my lungs to the tempo of your grace, the most relaxing atmosphere in any earthly place. A man is truly tethered when he shares the very air, the absolute definition of a deeply heavy care. We don't need a pen to write the heavy poetry. It is naturally flowing between you and me, a biological and absolutely perfect art, the unconscious rhythm of the heavy human heart. We have love written in our breathing deeply and so clear, the most incredible language that I ever get to hear. Inhaling your affection and exhaling all the pain, a totally flawless cycle like the falling of the rain. We are writing out the masterpiece while we are asleep, a love written in our breathing, a promise we will keep. Death. You are the oxygen that keeps my spirit shining bright, the absolute necessity in the middle of the night, in and out, written in air. I present a heavy armor to the people on the street. I walk with a heavy cadence to the rhythm of my feet. I project the total confidence of a completely solid stone, because a man is terrified of feeling all alone. But when I close the heavy door and stand inside our room, I strip away the heavy metal and the heavy gloom. I am not a soldier when I'm looking in your eyes. I am just a totally open man without a single disguise. You hold my softest truth, the center of my core, the beautiful vulnerability behind the heavy door. I place my insecurities completely in your hands, and you receive them with a grace. I finally understand the world will only ever see the rugged heavy shell. You hold my softest truth, and you hold it very well. I don't have to fabricate a story of my might. I can admit my weakness in the middle of the night. Your love is the absolute and perfect safety net, the most most incredible sanctuary I will ever get. But when I close the heavy door and stand inside our room, I strip away the heavy metal and the heavy gloom. I am not a soldier when I'm looking in your eyes. I am just a totally open man without a single disguise. You hold my softest truth, the center of my core, the beautiful vulnerability behind the heavy door. I place my insecurities completely in your hands, and you receive them with a grace I finally understand. The world will only ever see the rugged, heavy shell, but you hold my softest truth, and you hold it very well. Perfection of my deeply perfect wife, I am strong enough to be completely weak with you, the most magnificent reality I ever walked into. My softest truth, safe in your hands. It wasn't a sudden crash or a lightning from above. It was a very quiet introduction to this heavy love. A simple conversation over coffee in the rain, a gradual releasing of the heavy, bitter pain. We didn't rush the timeline, we didn't force the hand. We simply took a quiet walk across the open sand. The gravity was working in a very subtle way, pulling us much closer at the closing of the day. We fell into forever, slowly beautiful and deep, a monument of passion that we will forever keep. No frantic heavy rushing, just a steady heavy glide into the absolute center of this magnificent ride. The best of destinations takes a little time to reach. We fell into forever, slowly walking on the beach. I look back at the years and I see the master plan, the careful evolution of a deeply grateful man. The foundation was poured with an incredible care, a totally indestructible structure didn't rush the timeline, we didn't force the hand. We simply took a quiet walk across the open sand. The gravity was working in a very subtle way, pulling us much closer at the closing of the day. We fell into forever, slowly beautiful and deep, a monument of passion that we will forever keep. No frantic, heavy rushing, just a steady, heavy glide into the absolute center of this magnificent ride. The best of destinations takes a little time to reach. We fell into forever, slowly walking on the beach. And beautiful slow climb, slowly falling into forever. Clouds are gathering, completely dark and gray. The heavy winds are threatening to blow the world away. The lightning strikes the horizon with a terrifying flash, and the thunder follows quickly with a terrifying crash. But I am not afraid of what the heavy storm will bring. I do not feel the danger of the bitter, heavy sting. I am completely insulated from the freezing cold, because I am wrapped entirely in your heavy gold. Your love is my shelter, a fortress in the night, a totally impenetrable and beautifully bright. The hail can batter against the heavy wooden door, but I am completely safe walking on your floor. I surrender all my panic and I let the tempest rage. Your love is my shelter, my most magnificent stage. I used to try to fight the weather totally alone, a shivering and broken man, chilled unto the bone. But you built a sanctuary out of tenderness and grace, and pulled me deeply into this magnificent safe place. But I am not afraid of what the heavy storm will bring. I do not feel the danger of the bitter, heavy sting. I am completely insulated shelter, my most magnificent stay. Is absolutely sound, the most incredible safety that can ever be found. Safe and warm, my heavy shelter. The winter of my life was incredibly severe, a completely frozen landscape without a single tear. I walked across the glaciers of a very lonely mind, leaving all the hope and all the passion far behind. Then you opened up the heavy door and let the fire show, a brilliant and a totally consuming heavy glow. You invited me to step into the center of the light, and suddenly I left the heavy freezing of the night. I belong to your warmth, totally willing slave. You pulled me up directly from the freezing heavy grave. The frostbite on my spirit is completely melted down. I am a living king, wearing a heavy golden crown. I press my heavy face against your radiant glowing chest. I belong to your warmth, the absolute and total best. The temperature inside my soul is perfectly aligned with the absolute affection of your totally beautiful mind. I don't need a heavy coat or a totally burning fire, because you are the manifestation of my deep desire. Then you opened up the heavy door and let the fire show, a brilliant and a totally consuming heavy glow. You invited me to step into the center of the light, and suddenly I left the heavy freezing of the night. I belong to your warmth, a totally willing slave. You pulled me up directly from the freezing heavy grave. The frostbite on my spirit is completely melted down. I am a living king, wearing a heavy golden crown. I press my heavy face against your radiant glowing chest. I belong to your warmth, the absolute and total best. a totally majestic and a beautiful emotion, so warm. I belong to you. The earth is spinning faster than a man can comprehend, a heavy blur of motion that will never seem to end. The anxiety is rising like a totally heavy tide, and there is nowhere in the universe a man can safely hide. But you lay your hand upon me, and you look me in the eye, and suddenly the frantic, heavy rushing passes by. The rotation of the planet comes to a heavy halt. You locked away the chaos in a beautifully heavy vault. You make my world still entirely quiet and profound, a totally unmoving and a very solid ground. The dizziness vanishes, the heavy breathing slows. I am resting in the absolute perfection that you pose. No more frantic running, no more heavy dizzy spin. You make my world still and let the beautiful begin. I can finally see the details that I always used to miss. The absolute perfection of your very gentle kiss. A man needs a center of gravity to hold his heavy weight, and you are the absolute master of my totally peaceful fate. But you lay your hand upon me, and you look me in the eye, and suddenly the frantic, heavy rushing passes by. The rotation of the planet comes to a heavy halt. You locked away the chaos in a beautifully heavy vault. You make my world still entirely quiet and profound, a totally unmoving and a very solid ground. The dizziness vanishes, the heavy breathing slows. I'm resting in the absolute perfection that you pose. No more frantic running, no more heavy dizzy spin. You make my world still and let the beautiful begin. To the heavy rushing blur, the most incredible peace that could ever occur, so perfectly still. My whole world. speak a language that is permanently bound. I look across the table while you drink your morning tea, and you already know exactly what is bothering me. We bypassed the dictionary long before today. We figured out exactly how we wanted to totally say the absolute devotion without opening a lip, a beautiful communication in a heavy, steady grip. Our love speaks without words, a frequency of grace, a silent understanding shining clearly on your face. I don't have to write a heavy sonnet or a song. You already know exactly where we both belong. The absolute connection is entirely and deeply heard. Our love speaks completely and beautifully without words. The noise of the society is deafening and loud, but we are walking totally insulated in the crowd. We exchange a heavy glance and completely understand the deeply rooted truth of walking in this promised land. We bypassed the dictionary long before today. We figured out exactly how we wanted to totally say the absolute devotion without opening a lip, a beautiful communication in a heavy, steady grip. Our love speaks without words, a frequency of grace, a silent understanding shining clearly on your face. I don't have to write a heavy sonnet or a song. You already know exactly where we both belong. The absolute connection is entirely and deeply heard. Our love speaks completely and beautifully without words. Let the poets try to find the vocabulary for this. They will never find a word that captures our heavy kiss. We are operating on a totally higher mental plane, a silent absolute shelter from the heavy falling rain. No words needed, we know. I carried my belongings in a heavy canvas sack, a wandering survivor with a very tired back. I knocked on many doors, but none of them would ever fit. I was a totally exhausted man, about to finally quit. But then I saw the glowing of your spirit in the night, a beautifully welcoming and an incredibly heavy light. I dropped my heavy bags bags upon the absolute solid floor. Realized I didn't need to travel anymore. I found home in your soul, a beautiful estate. I have finally arrived at my totally perfect fate. The address isn't written on a totally physical street. It is the heavy rhythm of your beautiful steady beat. I am hanging up my coat, I am entirely making whole. The wandering is over, I found home in your soul. The walls are made of absolute tenderness and trust. The foundation is protected from the heavy earthly rust. I am a deeply grateful resident of this incredible place, surrounded by the absolute perfection of your face. But then I saw the glowing of your spirit in the night, a beautifully welcoming and an incredibly heavy light. I dropped my heavy bags upon the absolute solid floor and realized I didn't need to travel anymore. I found home in your soul, a beautiful estate. I have finally arrived at my totally perfect fate. The address isn't written on a totally physical street. It is the heavy rhythm of your beautiful steady beat. I am hanging up my coat, I am entirely making whole. The wandering is over, I found home in your soul. I will guard this residence with everything I am, a completely dedicated and a fully settled man. The fire in the hearth will absolutely never die, as long as I am looking at the beauty of your eyes. I am home in your soul. I used to close my eyes to find a deeply better place, escaping the reality of the totally human race. I constructed a fantasy of silver and of gold, a beautiful illusion that a heavy mind could hold. But then I woke up totally and looked across the bed and realized the fantasy was laying there instead. The imagination couldn't build a totally perfect view as incredible and radiant as simply seeing you. You are my living dream, an absolute reality, the most magnificent vision that a waking man could see. I don't have to go to sleep to find the heavy paradise. It is undeniably forever. You are my living dream. Your colors are much brighter than the totally sleeping mind. The most incredible experience that anyone could find. I walk through the daylight, completely mesmerized by the absolute perfection that I finally recognized. But then I woke up totally and looked across the bed and realized the fantasy was laying there instead. The imagination couldn't build a totally perfect view as incredible and radiant as simply seeing you. You are my living dream, an absolute reality, the most magnificent vision that a waking man could see. I don't have to go to sleep to find the heavy paradise. It is sitting right before me in your totally beautiful eyes. I pinch my heavy arm to make sure it is not a scheme, but undeniably forever, you are my living dream. I will never take for granted this incredible waking state. I am the absolute master of a very beautiful fate. I thank the heavy universe for making it so real, the most incredible phenomenon that I will ever feel. Waking up to my dream. I've seen the totally frantic fires quickly burn away, leaving just the heavy ashes at the closing of the day. The chaotic infatuations never seem to last. They become a bitter memory of the deeply broken past. But we built a totally different kind of heavy flame, a beautiful consistency that doesn't need a game. It doesn't scream for absolute and heavy wild attention. It operates entirely in a quiet new dimension. We have a love that gently stays exactly where it is, a beautiful reality of totally perfect bliss. It doesn't ebb and flow with the changing of the tide. It is a heavy anchor where my spirit can reside. No sudden disappearances or complicated plays. We have the absolute perfection of a love that gently stays. I don't have to worry if you'll be here in the morning. The totally quiet confidence is beautifully reborn. A man who knows his partner is incredibly secure, will never let a single drop of jealousy endure. But we built a totally different kind of heavy flame, a beautiful consistency that doesn't need a game. It doesn't scream for absolute and heavy while the tension, it operates entirely in a quiet new dimension. We have a love that gently stays exactly where it is, a beautiful reality of totally perfect bliss. It doesn't ebb and flow with the changing of the tide. It is a heavy anchor where my spirit can reside. No sudden disappearances or complicated plays. We have the absolute perfection of a love that gently stays. That will conquer all the years, a totally quiet masterpiece that banishes the fears. It gently stays forever here. We didn't have to stumble through the totally awkward phase, trying to decipher all the totally hidden maze. The moment that we met, it was completely understood, a beautiful collision of the absolutely good. Totally magnetic force was pulling from the start, a heavy recognition deep inside the human heart. We bypassed the formalities and went straight to the core. I knew exactly what I had been heavily searching for. Your heart knows mine, an ancient heavy truth, a totally incredible reality of our youth. It recognizes all the scars and all the heavy pain and washes them completely like the heavy falling rain. I don't have to explain the deeply heavy grand design, because absolutely and completely your heart knows mine. The physical machinery is totally aligned, the most incredible phenomenon that anyone could find. You finish all my sentences before I even speak. You are the absolute perfection that I truly seek. The totally magnetic force completely. Your heart knows two halves of a deeply heavy soul, a beautifully synchronized and totally perfect whole. It knows completely true. Clocks are just a totally human fabrication, a totally unnecessary and heavy limitation. They try to put a border on the things we cannot see, but they will never capture what is absolutely free. The calendar will run out of the heavy paper pages, and we will be standing through the absolute heavy ages. I look into your eyes and see a totally endless road, a beautifully permanent and heavy human code. We are more than time, a heavy monument, a totally incredible reality that heaven sent. The centuries are just a totally tiny little drop inside the massive ocean that will absolutely never stop. Let the universe expand and let the heavy planets climb. We are completely untouchable. We are more than time. The physical reality will eventually decay, but our heavy spirit is entirely here to stay. The man who knows eternity is totally at peace, a beautifully massive and a wonderful release. The calendar will run out of the heavy paper pages, and we will be standing through the absolute heavy ages. I look into your eyes